Brian Solis. I'm Principal Analyst at Altimeter Group and author of the new book, What's the Future of Business? One of the challenges that businesses face of all shapes and sizes is the fact that their consumer base is so diverse and it's only becoming more diverse. But I will say this, as diverse as it's getting, it's also getting much more connected. So businesses tend to look at audiences, they tend to look at customer segments, they tend to look at demographics, which is fine. But I refer to sort of these new generations that are coming up. So you have Gen Y, you have Gen Z, you have Gen X before them, you have boomers and matures. What I'm looking at doing is basically looking at the connected group. So Generation C, where C stands for connectedness. Because it's not just about the millennial, it's not just about Generation Z and how they sort of are digital natives. Once you get a tablet, once you get a smartphone, once you get on social networks, you start to live sort of the digital lifestyle and you become part of Generation C and you start to emulate behaviors like millennials, for example. You start to change how you make decisions. Instead of going to Google for information, you might go to networks, you might go to review sites, you might go to YouTube, right? There's a reason why YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Yes, search engine. Because people want to see videos back related to what they're looking for rather than websites. So understanding Generation C, this is the future. And yes, you have to talk to them differently than the way you connect with your traditional audiences, your traditional customers, and that's okay. The only thing you have to lose is relevance. And that's what happens when you don't start to see the markets this way. Investing here, yes, it takes time, it takes money, it takes resources. You have everything to gain. The book is online right now at WTFbusiness.com, and yes, what's the future of business? WTF is kind of what I feel sometimes when I go into client or businesses or just any type of engagement because they're not listening, but that's what we're here to change. And you can also follow me on Twitter at Brian Solis or read my blog, briansolis.com.